So hi there everyone and welcome to another episode of the Looksee. My name's Leon, I'm the one looking after you, and in this series what we do is we have a look at games, whether they've been out a little while, just coming out, or even in advanced stages of development, and just see what we think of them and just have a general look at them. In this episode we're having a look at Logistics Expert, which is out on Steam, but we'll have a look at the gameplay straight after the intro. So hi there everyone, we're going to have a look at Logistics Expert in this video, and as everyone who knows me knows what's the sort of things I like kind of a lot of these job simulator type games, and I had hoped this would be better than what I feel it is. To me it kind of feels like a expanded mobile game. I'm going to say that right at the off. Yes, the graphics are probably slightly better than what you may see on a mobile, and mobile graphics are not bad nowadays, but it just feels too basic for a PC game. This could have had a lot more. And again, one of my bugbears with this game is that it starts you off with trains. Now, anyone who knows anything about any of these logistic games or transport games or anything like that, you normally start off with a van or a truck, or say maybe a forklift, then up to something bigger, to trains, to planes and things like that. But this jumps you straight in at trains, and this is what you do. And yeah, it just doesn't feel... It feels like there's something missing. It feels like, the controls are not the most, yes, I think you can change the controls, but they're not the most straightforward. So if you have a look at them there on the left-hand side, they are the normal W, A, S, and D, but then you've got Q and E as the up and down buttons, and when you're playing, it's kind of like you might be trying to move and go up and down at the same time. To me, you've got another hand that you could be using for something else. So it seems like it's all set up for playing with one hand. And that, to me, it kind of shows to me it's more of a mobile port. And again, there's the whole yard, and you can see there is forklifts, there is trucks, but you can't unlock them at this point. So again, you have to, with the station, you can see we start off with certain bits, we've got to earn money, but again, it takes a lot of money to unlock certain parts. So yeah, it just feels, like there again, missions thing's empty, you have to refresh it. Why wouldn't there be missions there automatically? So again, as I said, this why it points to me as this being a mobile port. Why it should be displaying on the screen what train's coming in and what the target is for it. Because, as you'll see in one of the later missions we've shown this, and I only show missions from the train yard because, even after spending a little bit of time on it, I hardly earned any money at all. It would take ages to earn, I think it's $10,000 to unlock the next level. And that just takes a lot of time. Especially, as I say, with these, the way the controls are. So, yeah, I was a bit frustrated with this game. Again, let me know your thoughts in the comments of what, how you feel the game should be. I'll be interested to see what you think as well. And also, while you're at it, please do hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and of course, hit the bell notification to see more as well. I like the animations, it's good. But again, it's kind of like when you swing over there, you don't know if you're over until you get to a certain point, and then the target appears. So I think that if that camera in the top left was like sort of maybe from the boom. I think it would be more useful, because then you could see if you're right over it, because it's kind of no different really than the one you've got on this. And again, having to go back in and check what the next mission is, and again waiting for trains, because at the time, when you start out, you've only got the one line. We will be unlocking a second line very shortly. But again, I just feel, again, it's like a lot of the games that's here at the moment, it's just, there's a lot of potential in them, and there could be a lot of fun just by giving a few more sensible options. Would you be automatically jump into a high crane, or would you jump onto a forklift? It's got to have a natural progression for it to make sense. And again, so you can see here we've got a multiple truck cargo train coming in, being split out to the 3 different trains, but we're going to have to go back in each time to find out what's happening, and that just doesn't make sense. There would be especially when you think about if you unlocked all, well, I think it's 3 tracks, multiple cargo bits, you should be able to see where things are stacked, where things are, what's coming in, how it's coming in, just so it makes more sense. And again, that blooming targeting thing. And again, it's this countdown timer. If it was done in given like a real-time sense, so you started a shift, you worked a shift, you got paid the shift, it would make more sense than this. Right, you've got 3 minutes to do this job. And I said, it's just, I love the idea, the sound of how this game works. And this is me actually thinking ahead, because I know I've got to unload certain containers and then reload them on with only 2 parking spots. I'm making sure the ones that are going in the later train I unload first, so I can stack them accordingly. But it's just frustrating, because again, you still can't tell exactly where things are. I mean, I like the fact the thought's gone into the fact that the containers have got numbers, so that gives them an identification. But I mean, what I'd love to have seen on this is, bigger gaps between the trains coming in. Unloading the containers, stacking them somewhere, and then being called out. Like you see a proper yard being run, and maybe that's what happens as you advance in the game. But it kind of needs to feel more realistic to start with. As I said, my biggest bugbear is the fact you jump into a high crane before you do any other piece of a kit. It should be a learning curve. You start off in a small kit, moving smaller pallets, packages, things like that, into something bigger, into something bigger, into something bigger. As I said, let me know your thoughts. Is it just me that feels that way? Again, it's the fine touches of this controls just don't. And again, no options menu. Games nowadays, which again makes me think this is definitely more of a portal from a mobile game. And I know I said that a lot in this video, but I know developers want games to be available on multiple systems nowadays. But if you're going to do a version of the game, for the PC, take advantage of the PC's power. Yeah, it may be a little bit more work once you've got the basics, but I'm sure you'd rather get a good product, and have some sort of fun kind of companion game that runs on a mobile as well, so people can play it when they're out and about. Even have it so it links what they do on the mobile. I said the only reason this mission proved to be quite sensible for me is because I have a bit of a logical brain, so I knew to make sure that certain kind of containers were available to certain points. Yeah. But I mean, I reckon this take us up to over $1,000 at this point. You know, I think it's 10,000. I said 10,000 to unlock the next stage. So you'd probably be looking at doing 15, 20 trains before you actually had unlocked enough to buy the next part. And that to me just doesn't make sense. You need enough, you know, differentiation between each section. But again, that may just be me. But yeah, if you've enjoyed this video, as I said, please do hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new, or if you haven't already done so, leave those comments below. As I said, I want to know what you guys think. You know, please, as I said, that subscribe button with the bell means a lot, and you'll be notified. Also, in the video description, you will find links to the game, and also links to things like the Reggie's Roost Discord, other ways to support the channel, and also get to join the Patreons that are listed on this image. But until the next game, in the next video, bye bye for now.